Yeah, we don't want to talk about that. We're gonna get through this. That's the
opportunity while I was there of being the accountant for Floyd Mayweather for a number of years.
Oh, wow.
And just unbelievable experiences when I was working with him. I mean, stories that I can share, stories there. There'd be 4 or 5 very expensive sports cars out front of our building and 20 people coming in and sitting down and going through the various items that we needed to, but always very flashy, very, very out there. You know, but something that many people, it's public knowledge, not sharing anything that's not out there, but something many people don't realize is he suffered a lot through his life with depression. It's something that
Floyd was reportedly left emotional after claims surfaced that authorities had moved to seize investments valued at around $600 million. The controversy began shortly after he publicly announced on social media that he had purchased 62 buildings in Manhattan, presenting it as a major real estate achievement. However, the situation took a dramatic turn when reports suggested the properties were not actually registered in his name. As questions grew and the claim came under scrutiny, investigators allegedly expanded their review of his financial dealings, leading to the freezing of additional assets and accounts believed to be linked to him.
Making sure that the homeless situation is cleaned up. This is one of the ways that they're doing it, and it looks like there could be possibly lots of different ways to scam the system.
And Floyd Mayweather is a provocative and controversial figure, but I think this article may make people think about him differently.
At the moment, the assets reportedly valued at more than $600 million remain frozen, meaning they cannot be sold, transferred, or accessed until investigators determine whether Floyd is the lawful owner. The controversy began after he chose to publicly celebrate what he described as a major Manhattan real estate deal. Through several videos, he showcased the properties and confidently claimed ownership, presenting the purchase as another major business success. The posts quickly attracted widespread attention, and public reaction followed almost immediately.
My lifestyle, showing people how I live. Now, I know you guys see me on a regular talking about real estate. Well, lately, I purchased 62 apartment buildings in New York City. And what I need you guys to do, slide over and check out the photos. It's not all 62 buildings, it's a few buildings, but guess what? All the buildings belong to me. I don't have no partners. And all the retail down low on my buildings.
Fans quickly filled the comment sections with reactions, while news outlets picked up the story and spread it widely. The size of the claimed deal attracted attention not only from boxing fans but also from the broader public. However, as officials reviewed property records and ownership documents, serious questions began to emerge. The investigation reportedly found that none of the buildings were officially listed under Floyd Mayweather's name, making the original claims increasingly difficult to support.
Mayweather Jr., there's a story circulating that Business Insider did talking about this $400 million property deal that he had been discussing here in New York City. But now, according to Business Insider, it's not what you think it is. They said there's no evidence there's been a sale of these properties, and it's 62 rental apartment buildings in Upper Manhattan.
The discovery reportedly did more than damage his reputation. It set off a much larger investigation. Federal authorities, who were already familiar with his past financial claims, allegedly used the situation as a reason to take a closer look at his business activities. Investigators then began reviewing older financial records and freezing additional assets believed to be connected to him. For now, those assets remain inaccessible until a complete audit is finished. The situation is especially significant because Floyd has previously stated in interviews that real estate became his primary source of income after retiring from professional boxing. If those accounts and investments remain frozen, that income stream could be interrupted, creating financial pressure despite his reputation for living a highly expensive lifestyle.
How in 36 months, of course, with one of my new investments, I would be making $300 million a month. But
what investment is that?
Just in real estate.
I got you.
And I'm heavy in real estate. I'm real heavy in real estate. Even though, you know, I got my own liquid, and that means cash. For those, I break it down in layman's terms. Even though
the situation became even more complicated as these financial issues surfaced while Floyd was reportedly preparing for one of the biggest investments of his career, a $700 million bid for a stake in the New York Giants. Working alongside real estate investor Mir Orbach, he was said to be part of a group seeking to purchase a 10% ownership share in the NFL franchise. With the Giants valued at more than $7.5 billion and recognized as one of the league's most historic and well-known teams, the deal had the potential to be a major milestone. Reports also claimed that Floyd had placed $200 million into escrow, demonstrating his commitment and intent to move forward with the investment.
He just want to be treated fair.
Right.
And this is for any team that's watching right now. We'll make them a deal. If they sign AB and AB go through the whole season, no problems at all. And then they got to give us 20 million. But if he mess up, then we got to give them 20 million. So if any team want to match that, reach out.
That proposed investment is now facing significant uncertainty. With questions surrounding Floyd's financial situation, the future of the deal appears far less certain than before. Adding to the speculation, his business partner Mir Orbach has remained mostly quiet in recent days. When asked about the matter, he offered only a brief statement, saying that he and his associates regularly evaluate various investment opportunities, including sports team ownership, and decline to provide further details. While such a response might not normally attract much attention, the timing has led many observers to wonder whether there are unresolved issues behind the scenes that have yet to be revealed.
Like, over his lifetime, he's going to make $300 million off the deal. It just doesn't make sense, especially with the amount of power players in NYC who would have already bought those 62 units if it was so lucrative. The white guy would have easily bought those 62 units up. And this is where I think the bigger understanding comes in. Because if you don't know, the true owner is Black Spruce Management. Mayweather at most holds a minority ownership stake and likely through a financial vehicle with.
As a result, even more questions have started to surface. Many people are wondering why Orbach has not clearly stated whether Floyd remains involved in the proposed deal and why there seems to be reluctance to discuss the details publicly if everything is moving forward as planned. At this point, there are no clear answers. However, the longer key figures remain silent, the more speculation grows, leaving many observers increasingly uncertain about the true status of the situation.
Have no money. So if you know how many buildings you got, you don't really have no buildings. So I think I own right now somewhere upwards of 100 buildings or more. And in, 99% of my buildings are.
Controversy gained even more attention when comments made by Eddie Hearn months earlier began resurfacing. During an interview, Hearn questioned whether Floyd's wealth was truly as large as he claimed, pointing to his expensive lifestyle and frequent exhibition fights as reasons for skepticism. At the time, the remarks sparked debate, and Floyd brushed them aside with a light-hearted response, suggesting that Hearn always had something to say about him. However, with recent developments placing his finances under increased scrutiny, some observers now view those earlier comments in a very different light.
These guys carry on and they do the exhibitions and all that kind of stuff. It just sort of diminishes the legacy a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
And that's what I feel like has happened with Mayweather.
Why do you think he does those things, though? Do you think
for money?
I
don't think he's got the money he says. That's what I think.
I think he still needs the money.
I don't
after
think
all
he
these
needs
years.
the money. But you know when you got that lifestyle, right? So when you spend.
Others in the industry have echoed that concern. Boxing analyst Rick Glazer posted that while it's hard to believe Mayweather is truly facing financial hardship, the rumors are coming from credible sources. He described the problem as deeply rooted, suggesting that this isn't just a misunderstanding or a PR mishap. It's a genuine issue that could escalate. And just when things seemed like they couldn't get any messier, Floyd posted a new video online. This time promoting a cryptocurrency called a SIEZED based in Thailand. In the video, he encouraged fans to invest in the coin, promising various rewards, including a live Zoom call with him and the project founder, $100 cashback if they invested at least $20 in even one of his WBC championship belts. Most surprisingly, he offered a private training session with him as a prize to one lucky winner.
I started, of course I started with boxing, but then of course now it's real estate. My real estate portfolio is crazy, but I'm truly blessed. I'm truly blessed. And if cryptocurrency is the new wave.
That type of promotion quickly raised concerns, especially coming from someone who is known for rarely giving away value for free. Many people began questioning why Mayweather would attach his name so strongly to a little-known cryptocurrency and why the campaign included so many high-value rewards linked to small investments. To some observers, it looked like a push to raise money quickly, and the timing only made those suspicions stronger. When viewed as a whole, the situation goes beyond one questionable claim on social media. It appears to involve a pattern of doubtful decisions, financial warning signs, and a lack of clear transparency. Publicly, Floyd continues to appear confident, well-dressed, and in control, but behind the scenes, many believe the situation may not be as stable as it looks.
Didn't even heard his record.
Because of the drug of boxing. Just
also
like
money.
Just like but I don't even think he don't need any money.
He spends so much money.
Yeah, but he don't need any. Floyd,
Are you sure?
Yeah, Floyd good.
I bet if he's playing for the future, you got to keep it coming in if you're going to keep spending the way he spends.
Yeah, but I think he has a lot of other business interests that he can get money from.
Hopefully.
And not.
There is now growing concern that more of Floyd's assets could be frozen, that upcoming deals may collapse, and that earlier claims could face further investigation or be proven false. Recently, reports also surfaced that staff at Mayweather Boxing and Fitness in Los Angeles allegedly walked out after not receiving pay for several weeks. The situation didn't stay quiet, as workers reportedly protested outside the gym holding signs and speaking out publicly. Some of the messages on those signs included phrases like, "The money team has no money," and "hard work, dedication, and then what?" While others went further, using stronger language such as labor trafficking and modern-day slavery. These statements reflected frustration from employees who felt they had reached a breaking point.
No, this for real. No.
Hey.
No pay!
Where's Money Mayweather? Hard work?
Dedication!
No pay!
Money Mayweather where?
I don't see you.
I don't see you. All of them. Everybody.
Rent won't wait.
I got bills to pay.
According to the Daily Mail, several employees said they had gone weeks without receiving their pay, including trainers, front desk workers, and even some management staff. They claimed there was no back pay issued and no proper response from the company when they raised concerns. Some workers also said they were afraid of being punished for speaking out, but felt they had no choice because staying silent had gone on too long. One staff member explained that in many workplaces, employees hesitate to complain because they worry about retaliation, including being fired, especially in at-will job situations. For them, working at Mayweather's gym felt like another example of that same struggle, except this time it was tied directly to Floyd's name and reputation.
It has completely affected my life. It has affected my mental health.
Another worker said they were speaking out to make it clear that employees had not been treated fairly. The group also claimed they had tried multiple times to raise their concerns through internal channels but were repeatedly ignored or brushed off. Some employees even alleged that they were instructed not to bring these issues directly to Floyd during his visits. One staff member said he had been at the location just 2 weeks earlier, adding that workers felt silenced and unable to communicate what was really happening. He also said they were unsure whether Floyd was actually aware of the situation, including concerns about the studio potentially closing, and admitted they had no clear answers themselves.
But the more and more that I've been here since the beginning of 2024, just seeing the treatment of the staff has just really broken my heart. And also too, for all of the staff, I've offered discounted adjustments to $20. And having staff members tell me they can't afford to pay $20 for an adjustment because they're not getting paid just really took me back to say, wow, what's going on here? Still coming in every Monday, still adjusting the staff to make sure that they felt okay, they felt regulated, that their systems.
Inside reports suggest that the Mayweather Boxing and Fitness location in Los Angeles could be on the verge of shutting down completely. Employees say this is no longer just a short-term dispute, but something they are treating as a full closure. Equipment has reportedly been left unused, group classes have been canceled, and some members have been advised not to renew their subscriptions for now. The gym's general manager, Samria Balden, said she initially trusted the brand when she joined but quickly saw things get worse. She explained that when she started in September 2023, staff stability was already a problem, and although she hoped to improve the situation, she felt misled from the beginning. She added that ongoing issues with late or missing pay had severely affected her personal life and described the experience as deeply damaging and life-altering.
And being who I am a protector, and I protect my team, and I've tried to protect their employment, and unfortunately now there's nothing for me to lose. We have lost everything. I've lost so much in this, not getting paid late. It has completely affected my life.
Another coach at the gym said the situation has been emotionally draining and goes far beyond just unpaid wages. He explained that employees have not been paid properly and that the constant stress has taken a serious toll on mental health. He added that the pressure even affected his family, saying his wife was hospitalized due to anxiety linked to the job. He described the overall experience as deeply upsetting, especially while working under a well-known brand, and said the hardest part is realizing that staff are still not receiving the pay they were promised.
Hey, what's going on, man? I'm Frank. I was a coach here at Mayweather Boxing Fitness Hollywood, and honestly, it's been disheartening to go through everything we've been going through. We haven't been getting paid fairly. It messes with your mental health. We had to rely on a member that worked at Chick-fil-A that granted us some free Chick-fil-A cards, so we're all eating unhealthy meals to the point where we can't even go home and get some fresh fruit. We're not able to literally pay for our bills. The debt, it accumulated to the point where it messed with the...
As of now, Floyd Mayweather has not responded to the walkout, the wage dispute, or concerns about a possible shutdown of the gym. However, his silence is drawing increasing attention, especially after he recently posted on social media claiming ownership of over $1 billion in real estate and sharing images of luxury purchases. For employees struggling to cover basic expenses, that contrast feels deeply upsetting and hard to ignore. Questions are now growing about how his business operations are being handled, with some sources close to the gym suggesting there is confusion over who is responsible for payroll. Some say it is a franchise-related issue rather than a personal failure by Mayweather, while others argue that his name being attached to the brand makes him accountable. Outside criticism is also beginning to build.
80s or 90s that can still make a ton of money. The Waltons that own Walmart. Bill Gates can still make computers. But soon as someone black, when my career is over as far as me in a combat sport, as far as boxing, whatever, if I'm promoting on social media or I'm doing exhibitions, it's like, oh man, he's broke. No, it's not a crime for them to make money. They don't say.
Amir Khan recently shared his opinion on the situation in an interview and spoke very openly. He said it is unfortunate, but added that karma is a bee, pointing to what he sees as past arrogance. Khan criticized the way Mayweather has displayed his wealth over the years, saying it is wrong to show off money so openly when many people around the world are facing poverty. He also referred to stories of him spending freely in nightclubs and other public places. Khan's comments reflect a long-standing discussion in boxing about Mayweather's image, which has always been built around luxury and excess. Known as Money, he embraced that identity fully, often showcasing private jets, expensive watches, stacks of cash, and a lifestyle centered on extreme wealth and public displays of spending.
Company is IBM Co. Crazy company. Now, I need you guys to come closer and check this out. So let me come give you guys a breakdown. Well, in the industry, you see a lot of people with this kind of watch, this kind of watch, and this kind of watch.
So when accusations like modern-day slavery appear outside his gym, it naturally draws stronger attention. Even if some people believe Floyd is not directly involved in running the Los Angeles location, the impact still reflects on him because the business carries his name. His personal brand is closely tied to ownership and success, especially after he publicly spoke about building his wealth through investments and business deals. The concern now goes beyond a single gym. If problems exist at one location, people begin to question whether similar issues could be happening elsewhere. In franchise systems, breakdowns in operations can often lead to wider disputes or even legal action. If more employees come forward or reports emerge from other locations, the situation could grow into something much larger than an isolated incident.
So much shit, and he's like, look at my $1 million watch, look at my fucking jet, look at my house, look at this. He's like constantly showing you all these things that he has. Like he'll lay out watches in a hotel bed, like this is $1 million worth of watches. This watch goes for $2 million, and they're like, this is my small watch that I take sometimes, but when I'll show you, when I'll show up, I bring out.
At the same time, gym members are left in uncertainty. Those who paid for yearly memberships are now asking for refunds, while others are unsure if their upcoming training sessions will still take place. There has been no official communication from leadership, no emails or public updates, only silence. The situation could become more serious if a class action lawsuit is filed. Reports also suggest that some employees are already consulting labor attorneys to understand their rights and determine whether Mayweather could be held responsible or if liability lies with the franchise operator. Depending on which LLC owns the Los Angeles branch, the legal situation could become even more complex.
Check this out. Carbon fiber. Come check it out, y'all.
This situation also connects closely with earlier reports about Floyd's investment claims, which have already attracted financial scrutiny and regulatory attention. With his assets reportedly under review, the pressure around his financial image has increased. When a business structure starts to appear unstable, every new issue becomes more noticeable. In this case, unpaid workers protesting outside the gym has only added to those concerns. The impact could also extend beyond one location, affecting how investors and business partners view the entire Mayweather brand. The gym chain operates across multiple cities in the U.S., all tied to a name associated with success and stability. If the Los Angeles branch continues to struggle and the situation becomes public, it could slow franchise growth, discourage potential partners, and even delay expansion plans, especially if confidence in the brand begins to weaken.
The money man is back. I'm here in New York City with the one and only Benny the Jeweler. Benny, tell the people what you sold me today.
See what's going on. We got the Eye of the Tiger factory on a full pave bracelet.
And tell the people about this, please.
What happens next will likely depend on whether Floyd chooses to respond publicly. If he addresses the workers, clears any unpaid wages, and takes responsibility, it could help calm the situation and shift public opinion. But if he continues to stay silent, the matter could grow into legal battles and ongoing media coverage. So far, there has been no statement, no video response, no confirmation about payroll, and no apology, only a situation that keeps getting worse. At this point, everything remains uncertain, but many believe the outcome will depend on the next move he makes. Let us know your thoughts in the comments and stay tuned for more updates.